Well, first, I have to hand it to Larry O'Connor over at Breitbart.com for this amazing scoop. I mean, this really is something. Apparently, Paul Krugman, who Larry O'Connor describes here as the economic darling of the left, has filed for Chapter 13 bankruptcy protection. Krugman, according to Larry O'Connor over at Breitbart.com, has been the leading advocate for increased deficit spending as the only solution to turn the U.S. economy around. However, it seems that those Keynesian things don't really work on the micro level. According to the report, Krugman has racked up debts in the millions. The Nobel Prize-winning economist owes $7.35 million, while assets to his name came in at only $33,000. Now, this would be incredible. This would be quite the scoop.
Good.
It would be amazing for this Larry O'Connor, editor at large over at Breitbart.com. If only this story wasn't reported by satirical news website The Daily Current. I mean, really now. Breitbart.com, this is from Media Matters. Breitbart.com has ridiculed Paul Krugman for filing the Chapter 13th bankruptcy protection and has since deleted the post. Larry O'Connor has jabbed Krugman for spending $84,000 in 1 month, apparently, on Portuguese wines and a dress from the Victorian period.
He just has like a like he looks like something out of like
it's
like
amazing.
Sitting in like a model Versailles house, like being like, therefore we should have more stimulus. Like, I don't get how they're vibing that off of Krugman. He doesn't seem like that to me.
This alone would be great. This alone would be great that them sourcing this from a satirical news website, The Daily Current, except for the this gets even better.
Yeah. Because
for the fact that the Breitbart team laid into the Washington Post just last month when the Washington Post website accidentally ran a story from the Daily Current about Sarah Palin moving, I believe it was Sarah Palin going to Al Jazeera. And Breitbart blogger John Nolte said that the Washington Post is without a shred of self-awareness, integrity, or dignity. He continued that Washington Post never lets facts get in the way of a good narrative.
It's just
you can't make this up.
Well, that's really the problem with the modern right is like, how can you even make fun of them anymore? They do it all themselves. But actually, Paul Krugman did have a pretty good idea about how to handle this. So
Krugman.
Get to how Krugman handled this.
Krugman put in posted a blog post this morning on his page on the New York Times website, and he said it's titled Breitbarted, and he said, "Okay, I'm an evil person, and my scheming has paid off." On Friday, this is too good. On Friday, I started hearing from friends about a fake story making rounds about my allegedly filing for bankruptcy. I even got asked about the story by a reporter from Russian television, who was very embarrassed when I told him it was fake. But I decided not to post anything about it. Instead, I wanted to wait and see which right-wing media outlets would fall for the hoax. And Breitbart.com came through. He knew. And it wasn't even let's see who falls for this. Knowing even the Washington Post, a mainstream outlet, fell for it. He didn't go, let's just have fun. He knew a right-wing outlet would go for this.
Of course.
Wait, he continues. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go give a lavishly paid speech to friends of Hamas.
That's it.
This is gold. I mean, can the right-wing news websites from the Daily Caller refusing to believe that someone paid the prostitute to lie about Menendez, to Breitbart themselves making up the story about friends of Hamas, and then refusing to admit it was true because their source said it was true. We didn't lie because our source said it was true. I wonder if Larry O'Connor, editor at large over at Breitbart, is going to say, I mean, technically, the Daily Current was our source, and they're not saying the story wasn't true.
That's right.
So
so we stand by it.
We stand by what our source said. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. What our source said, That's what matters.
Say, look, I want to help out Breitbart.com because I feel bad for them because things haven't been good so good for them recently. So look, as everybody knows, all of us here at the Majority Report are plugged into the broader liberal, communist, socialist, Muslim conspiracy. And I have a little bit of inside information, which I guess I'm on record saying this, but you can, however you want to quote me, anonymous source, whatever, it doesn't matter. Basically, Paul Krugman had filed for bankruptcy. That's actually true. And what we realized, and George Soros called an emergency conference call to cover this.
We were on the phone because, as you know, the Majority Report is about 90% funded by George Soros.
George Soros.
Yes.
Also, and King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia. Oh,
yes.
Whoa, I shouldn't have said that. That was not on public record.
Sam won't be happy about
Sam
that
will
one.
not be happy when he has to go fly to Jeddah to get chewed out by the king. But anyways, look. So Soros said, look, here's what we'll do. I'll cover all of Paul's debts for like silk costumes and Portuguese wine. And what we'll do is I'll funnel the money through Friends of Hamas, where he can give a lecture to that group later today. And so Friends of Hamas is also real. That's how the money from Soros got funded to Krugman. And the conspiracy is even darker than you thought.
I forgot about this small selection from the piece. Among a list of Krugman's creditors, there is a open collection of $33,000 from Tiffany's.
I like that. Like Paul Krugman sounds like they think he's like Tony Soprano or something. He's like buying like diamond rocks for his wife. It's just very not Krugman.
It's just amazing, and I mean, it doesn't get any better than that today, at least.
Krugman looks like the type of guy who still packs like a tuna salad sandwich, a tuna fish sandwich for himself. Like, he doesn't seem like a very lavish dude.
Yeah, well, until apparently he takes his packed tuna fish sandwich and walks past a Tiffany's window and can't help himself.
Control himself. And then he gets into an armored Hummer, which has been leased to him by Soros.